They need a fade button in this thing. I had to like just take the music down slowly.
It worked.
It worked. Hey, we're in. We're in. What's up, Tim?
Oh man, lots is up. Dude, no, I'm excited, dude. I'm ready to get everything out there, show people what we're doing, man.
So we're gonna have to do this a little funky because in 28 minutes, I need a battle for 251 EVIO skins. So
I believe in you.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be happening.
Are you gonna do it on stream? I guess you can't. Maybe you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I can do it on stream. I got it all hooked up. Ain't nothing gonna happen fancy or anything like that. So the show, see. Got 27 minutes. Sorry for my stuffiness. I apologize to everybody. It's not going away yet. So soon. So we're gonna talk with Tim. Tim's got some fun stuff that he wants to chat about with Mafia that they got going on over there. I'm really excited. I actually was disappointed because he was giving sneak peeks to a couple people, and he wanted to give me a sneak peek, but I was sicker than a dog, and I was like, bro, I can't even move.
Missed it.
So I'm going to see some of the first stuff here, too. So this will be cool. So why don't you tell us a little bit who do we got here? We got Betty. Oh, Betty Orb up there. ORBE. So, I don't even know. I'm
Betty. Always here.
ER Crypto and his massive beard. You guys should have seen that guy during Halloween. It was amazing. He dressed up as
that's hilarious.
as Wolverine.
Yeah.
And oh man, he had the chops and everything going. It was pretty epic. So and then obviously got Timbo down below there. What's up, Tim?
Yo.
All right. Why don't you tell us what's going on? And then I'll interrupt you when we have to. And then just let me know if you want to share your screen. I'll add you up there, or any of us can. So
yeah, I'll say. So first, we have a lot of big things coming up soon. I know some people have kind of seen the MAF app a little bit, and there's been some confusion about what is the MAF, right? What are we? Are we a guild? Are we an organization? Are we, do we just care about games? What are we doing here? And so today, kind of going to give a little bit of a glimpse into the future of what we're doing here. Essentially, the MAF is an ecosystem of gamers, and we're going to be, an organization and an ecosystem, not a guild. And we're going to be connecting gameplay between all of these different games that we're involved in Web3 and somewhat Web 2 in the future as well, and creating a space where we can all, essentially a social platform for gamers. And so I'll get right into it and pop up this presentation. Let me see. You can get that up when you're good. There it is.
Nice.
All right, everybody. So we have the MAF Madness leaderboard. I'll lead it off with this. So essentially what this is going to be part of the first implementation of MAF Madness leaderboard is going to be in Spider Tanks. It's going to be part of our arcade. So what the MAF Madness leaderboard is it's going to reward players for playing Spider Tanks, for the actual gameplay of Spider Tanks, not skill. Esports is really massively about skill, and a lot of it isolates a massive group of people who actually play Spider Tanks, right? So this right here is going to give everybody something fun to do every day. And yes, there's going to be it's mainly grinding, right? It's going to be about playtime, getting in there, doing the stuff. Most things will be accomplishable for most people, but you're going to have to get in there and play and put time in and earn it. And so the way we do that is through our challenges, and we can we track this through your gameplay, and we can have a multitude of different difficulties of challenges, events, always things to do on there. So yeah, easy, medium, hard. So let's look at some of the challenges. Easy, win 5 matches, doable for anybody. Reach wave 12 in survival. Most people can do that. Stuff like that. And then we'll go medium. Get 4 team deathmatch wins. You got random game modes throughout. It takes time to get 4 death matches, and then to win 4 of them is a lot too. So I would say that's a good medium challenge. Stuff like this. Play on Frozen Research 6 times. It's all luck. So getting that is just about playing and putting the time in. And then it's really hard to do a flip, reset, musty, double tap in spider tanks. So that would be hard to do. That's from Rocket League. That's our.
That's too funny because my son always talks about that stuff. And I'm like, hey,
yes,
I know what he's talking about.
That's hard. Deadly, who programmed most of this, is a big Rocket League guy. So you might be saying Rocket League one day in this too. But essentially, so that's our MAF Madness leaderboard. It is tracking now. It is ready to go. These are fake numbers that you're seeing here, but on our site, it's live for pre-alpha access for our members, and everybody who has access to it right now are our bosses and our Mafia members. Those are our those community members have been here since day one. They've worked their way up the ranks. They've put the time in. They deserve to get in there and test it all. But yeah, so boom, we have MAF Madness. Now let's go to, so we have the arcade, and let's go to the workshop. And so the workshop in this is going to be our tools that we have. Our first tool that we have right now is our VP calculator. The VP calculator helps you track how much victory points you can earn, how much silk you can earn for the day, and then it also helps you get into how much you can take out dailies without hurting your honor. So this gives a little bit of help for people understanding honor. So let's say I'm Mythic 1, I get my 20 wins for the day, and I have my 1200 honor. I'm on a legendary tank. I worked really hard to get all excellence and perfects. And I would be looking at Mythic 1 with all this, I'd be looking at 63,000 VP for the day. And this is a breakdown of the body would get a little less because it's excellent, so on and so forth. I go over to the silk tab. Let's say I'm holding 1,500 silk. That's how much I've earned. It tracks it over from the first one, so you can see how much you earn. We know from the announcement that the silk ratio is 25 right now, or 2,500. Let's say I bought 1 node and I played on a legendary. What this does is it reads the price of silk at the time and tells you how much you're expected to earn, how much that's worth, how much you can withdraw, and then how much USD you're able to withdraw. So pretty in depth. So we'll tools like this we'll have it, and when we have more than one, it'll look like little apps. So you click the VP calculator app,
right,
and it would pop this up for you. And we're going to get deep into data analytics for these players. Really want to be the hub for hardcore gamers and for casual. You can upgrade your experience based on how hardcore you want to go. If this is going to be the hub for the best athletes or the best esports athletes and anybody who thinks they want to maybe become an esports athlete. This is going to be their best place that they can go to get this data.
This isn't even for esports. I mean,
not,
the VP calculator, that's just anybody that wants to play and know what the hell's going on, right? I mean, you
Right.
guys have simplified it way down to make it super easy for somebody to see. Although I don't know if you're able to withdraw that much silk, you're gonna get banned.
I know, right? Gotta be careful.
You need to have a little band hammer on there too, like if you withdraw more than this, it starts to hammer it down or something crazy. So
that's why we made it, is because we were sitting there like scared, like it's kind of scary to fuck up and send too much. So we're like, and shit, I've been literally the first tournament that's ever was ever released a year ago. I was a part of, and I'm confused. I'm like, fuck, if I'm confused and I think of spider tanks every single day, I'm literally my full-time job is to build things for spider tanks, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, then maybe, just maybe, people are confused as well.
Yeah.
All the different countries, all the people that don't speak English is their first language, like they're all confused.
That's a pretty cool tool. I like that.
Yeah. So we'll this is definitely not this is more of like a financial type side of it, but it's all part of the game. I think this gamifies honor a little bit more, makes it more real and approachable. So
I think any of these Web3 games that have these sort of internal honor systems or anything like that, where there is some sort of mathematical calculation on what you can pull out of the system every day, having a system like this just alleviates, I would have to go into Excel and build this out myself, right? Because I would want to have this automated in some capacity where I don't have to sit and run that calculation by hand every time I want to think, oh crap, am I going to get dinged today pulling this out of the system?
I mean, that's kind of where I've been a major point that I've tried to get across, is like, when you're putting real life economies in these games, you have to realize that 95% of people don't know jack shit about economies, and it's like, I can go into World of Warcraft. Yes, World of Warcraft has a real living economy, but it doesn't fucking matter if I don't care about it. Like, you can just play the game and it doesn't affect you at all. Eventually these games will end up being like that as well. But right now, it's scary and unknown, and it needs to be like a little bit cleaner. But all right, we'll move on to the MEL. Now, this is we have to build this out, but I'll just say kind of the concept of this. So this will be our official esports league. This will be similar to the MAF Madness leaderboard, but it is going to be fully esports. Like, it's going to be the domain for the hardcore gamers, the hardcore guys that want to get in and get to the nitty gritty, and battle for some tournament spots, battle for seed play, battle for tanks, really just work their way up and earn respect and cred within the ecosystem. We're super fucking excited about it. I don't want to give too much away because I want it to kind of blow some people away when we release it, and really like change the way people look at spider tanks and realize that how good the game is, how fun it can be, how competitive it can be, how strategic it is, how hardcore it can be deep down, with all the stuff. So, but that leads into a good.
What's the timeline? What's the timeline for that coming out, you think?
That I'll say, I'll give it within the month.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah, I'll give it within the month. Maybe sooner. Could surprise some people with it, but we'll see.
Are you saying within the month, as in this month?
Sorry.
A month.
Yeah, sorry, within a month. That's a good.
Okay. I just want to clarify, because
that's good.
We're getting close to the end of the month.
Close to it. Yes, within a month, we should have it in there, developed and ready to go, and get people competing, man. Competing for cred. But this leads into a perfect spot that I could have led off with. This whole ecosystem will be powered by cred, and cred will be our pretty much is like respect. You have to be involved within the ecosystem to earn cred in the ecosystem. This will be a combination of playing these games and interacting in our in our community. So, watching our videos, sending messages in the Discord, answering surveys, giving suggestions, finding bugs, hanging out in voice chat, attending our community events, attending tournaments, watching Fluso Crew streams and getting special codes from them. All types of ways that you can earn cred within the ecosystem, but then it will be massively paired with actually playing these games, because that's what we care about. We care about spider tanks. We care about, the games that we're going to implement. We want to prioritize actually playing the game, but also reward community activity. Both of those are very important. What's cool about this is what's going to power the MEL as well. So when you get in, you ready up with your team. Once you get in there, you have to stake cred on each match, and whoever wins gets a certain amount of the other person's cred, and then a certain amount is burned. So this adds So this adds a sync and a burn mechanism into our ecosystem, and rewards the better players in the MEL. What's beautiful about this is everybody who's a part of the MEL has to earn cred to play in the MEL.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to earn the cred to even get it, and it's gonna be deflationary. So they have to go earn more cred. Like, you could technically run out of cred in the MEL and then have to go get more if you want to keep playing, right? This is gonna so essentially this adds a little bit of a community aspect to it. So the actual top players are going to be the perfect combination of highest skill, but also highest quality, because they're going to be the members who put in time and effort and care about this community. So hopefully it will bring together these people and hopefully make some big esports athletes. And really, we want to empower these esports athletes. We want to make them big. We want to get the community behind them. We're talking about ways for, like, when we have tournaments, the community can bet on who they want to win and stuff like that. Little types of things. Have crews that you're a part of, and if you're a part of that crew or a part of that team, you get cred based off of who you think is going to win, stuff like that. So much to do with that. So it'd be fun.
Is cred going to be just in the app, or is it going to be a token that you can take outside of?
For now, it'll be a database token.
Perfect.
It'll just be in the app. We're going to keep it a database token as long as we want. We're going to really hone in the tokenomics of it. So we want this to be just like any Web 2 game with a living economy. That's what it's going to be. We're focusing on tokenomics. We're focusing on making this real, have sinks, burns, a bunch of stuff to make it the best it can be. Then when Web 3 and blockchain has progressed enough and we feel comfortable, we'll move into that. But right now we're aiming at being the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3. And so we think that's the best way. Now,
that's great.
I'll get into where we go Web 3 in a second too. Another part that powers our site is the mastery system. So you can see we have a bunch of different games here that you can be a part of in our ecosystem. And this is showing all of them at the beginning. It won't be as this big of a list. But essentially, people have noticed that we have a lot of Discords. It's a little confusing, but the long term is everybody's going to be in our home Discord, and everybody is going to be in the Discord of the game that they love the most, right? So most people will be in 1 to 3 Discords, but everybody's in the main Discord. And what this does is the Discords you're a part of, you can earn mastery in those games by playing them, earning cred in those games. And so this is going to separate your skill, separate skill levels between each game. So you could be like me, level 18,133 in spider tanks, which is it's 1 to 100. Because you could be level 100, you could be top rank in spider tanks and then not ever play Champions Ascension. And so there'll be rewards for you being like you'll have way more access to all of our items and spider tanks, but you can't go over to Champions Ascension and get access to all the items there. You'd have to earn your way up. So this is gonna like help separate different ecosystems a little bit and get people active in each. Now, okay, so let's say you played the arcade, you earn some cred in the arcade, you take it over to the MEL, you win a bunch of matches in the MEL, you get a bunch of cred, and you're like, hell yeah, what do I do with this, right? So you go to the store, and the store is, for now we have safes. It's going to be a bunch of stuff you can get in the store, but for now we're going to do safes. What safes are you buy a safe, you get a random NFT from that collection. So let's say I buy a character. Boom. Okay. I got my character. I go back. I buy a companion. Cool. Collectible. Headquarters. And a weapon. Right? So now I got a full set. I was able to get a full set of everything. Now I go over to my profile, and now I'm able to attach all of that stuff that I just collected. All right, so this is my inventory. I can change around all the stuff that I own, attach it, go to profile, and now I have all my items that are attached. What these items are going to do is they are going to give you bonuses throughout our ecosystem and throughout all the games we put on the site, and pretty much, give you something fun to collect, kind of a little trading card-ish, right? They have that, all be the same aspect ratio. You'll be able to collect them over time, and then you get like full set bonuses, and we'll have different collections to get through. And then this will eventually lead into a season pass as well. So now you have something to collect, a reason to get cred, and a reason to be a part of it. And then you'll want to collect these because they'll help you get higher on the leaderboards, and so you can get more prizes.
That's cool. They almost look like they're ready for to be put into a game.
Weird.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I mean, we have this is what we have right now. We have a lot that's going to come out, and a lot's going to change, and it's going to be ever expanding, and we are super excited to get it out there. Kind of release it, man. Just boom, release it to the world.
Awesome.
That's super cool, man. That's fun. I mean, I like the engagement, like bringing people in, not just for playing the games themselves, but there's the game within the game, right? You're
right,
and it's within the community, so you're, competing or playing with all these other people in the community to, get cred, for what you did. It's kind of cool. I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
Well, and I like like you said at the beginning, some of those challenges that are a little more like tedious, perhaps. I mean, that's a really good way to get people into the ecosystem to begin with. I remember like when I was busy in school and stuff, but every day, this is back in the early stages of Fortnite, they had the daily challenges every day and you got all the XP. And so I would literally log on, complete the challenges and get off. But that's what kept me engaged in the ecosystem for months until my actual desire to play the game picked up again. And then I was like, oh, well, I still have all my XP and I've been on top of everything. So let's just hop right in it and actually start playing it again.
Yep.
Right. So I think it's a really good way to give those kind of lower tier players and the ones that aren't necessarily looking to be competitive, a time sink, if nothing else, right?
Yeah.
100%. Oh, I have the
counter.
This is up too. Deadly got this up for me. So this
Right.
would be like these widgets can change around just a basic home screen for everybody. Quick little description of stuff, and then this will show what we have going on that day. Our Fluso crew is going to be a big part of everything, so we'll have who's live and streaming, constant like MEL progression, because we want people watching that. Like we're creating the MEL to be kind of the show to watch, right? Like people are going to want to watch that, and then obviously keep our blogs in there as well. Yeah, with the leaderboard, exactly what you said is exactly the psychology behind Fortnite. We need there needs to be having that feeling that you can come on the game and just play for at least 30 minutes a day.
Mhm.
And achieve something that's like, okay, I can get like 50% of my XP for the day. Just let me play just 5 matches, and I can get a decent amount of XP. Really, what that does is it gives people a reason every day. Like, it gives people a reason not to skip a day.
Mhm.
It's like, let me get on. And we want people to be playing for 30 minutes to 2 hours every day. That's like that perfect peak. If they want to play more, they play more. But like at least 30 minutes a day, like you're on there, and it's a part of your daily routine. You come in, you interact with the community a little bit. You talk in the chat a little bit, say hey to your people, and then you play for a little bit, and you can hop off.
Well, and
just show face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Spider Tanks doesn't internally have any processes like that. I mean, they're missing that, like you said, that 30-minute engagement piece. So if the MAF app is able to become that hub for people, like, hey, well, I can get my MAF. I need to get my MAF experience every day. Like, you can become that hub. I mean, and I think you guys can be.
Is there any way you could or would want to incorporate something like like Minecraft with the same kind of league and challenges, like just a bigger pool of players to introduce to your ecosystem, essentially, just to kind of grow the app pretty quick? And then
100%. That's where we're sitting there. Like, we have our games we're passionate about. Like, I love Apex. I would love putting Apex in there. Deadly loves Rocket League. We could put Rocket League in there. Call of Duty, Valorant, Minecraft. Most people love Minecraft.
Yeah.
100%. I think like we're in that weird spot where we've been Web3 so long. You have to think like, do we want to prioritize Web3, or is there a benefit of adding the Web2 right now? But I'd say the biggest con that is scary about doing Web2 stuff is the worry that maybe it takes over your ecosystem a little bit. Like,
well, you can always weight it towards the Web3. You implement Web2 to bring the people in, but you weight
I agree.
You weight the rewards more towards the Web3 guys. Something like that.
Our only thing right now is just bandwidth on what games we have time to work on.
For sure.
I think 100% long term we're probably like I can see Apex, Rocket League being in there. Those are like 2 that we're passionate about, and then games like Minecraft totally. And then our whole entire ecosystem is weighted anyways. So if we get if we put Apex in and 100,000 people come in our ecosystem, they all start out as townie, and they have to work their way up to become a Mafia member. And then if they do, there's still only a Mafia member in that single Discord. So there is
minting.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, got mint going on.
Trying to.
I believe in you.
I got one.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Can you only do one at a time?
Yeah, which is great. I think that's good. So you're usually not going to get the bots coming in and snagging all the all at one time with or just the whale like myself coming in and clicking one time and going,
Literally.
oh, I got 27. Right?
I love how bots are probably a problem, but we totally just use them as an excuse half the time. It's all.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's the damn bots.
Bots and whales, right? Okay, we got 2 problems.
I was late for work. It's the fucking bots. Like,
That's how it's going to be driving here soon once everything's automated. It's going to be like, the bots were causing traffic this morning.
Right? Oh my god, perfect. It's great.
Let's see.
No, Tim, I love this. This is great. This is I really think, getting engagement with the gamers and bringing people on board is pretty neat idea. And I think building it out for Web3 like you're doing right now is awesome. And then once you're like feel like you got a handle on that, adding one of the Web2 games and like Forge said, weighting it towards Web3 to nudge them that way. But that might be like you said, like a bridge, like a perfect bridge.
I think like what we're probably going to do is like short term go 100% spider tanks, really build that out, get that going.
Make it great.
And really, just because we love spider tanks, but we need to have a fully fledged, fully working product that we can scale out to other games.
Yeah.
Once we get that, then the sky's the limit, right? Then we can just we can let her loose and put it in everything. I think the MEL is massively scalable as well. So like I think that's going to be a big one. Obviously MAF Madness is good too, just having that grinder, but like I really like the MEL in games like Apex and Valorant and stuff, games that are massively esports anyways. I'm really excited to work with EVIO as well. I think, speaking of the Mint, I think I did have this idea. I love this idea. This idea is we go get the MEL and then get more maps made, and then we run the entire MEL off of our own maps. I think that would be.
Oh, that'd be amazing, dude.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool. I've been getting so Forgeable. He's been reaching out to me lately because we've been having a bunch of scammers come in. They've been taking advantage of the system. So he's like, hey, here's some people that they're messing around, and so we'll have to ban them, get them off the NFTs and stuff. And there's got to be a better way in implementing, something along the lines with the, what you guys have going on over there and the EVIO side to be able to, you get people to interact within, your app and, the Discords and stuff like that. And they're basically, we know they're good people. We know they're not scamming, from the get-go, or, they lose other things, not just, the fact of using NFT, right? There's got to be ways to track it a little bit better and, keep them on the up and up. So Mint's sold out.
How many you got?
Let's see. I just kept clicking through. So.
Wow, 4 minutes. That's one thing that shows, right? EVIO is still just it's so easy, right?
So I got 16.
Barrier.
Nice job.
Of the 21 spots.
Yeah, I had 21 whitelists, so I got 16.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
Should we show people how easy it is to get into EVIO? Should we show?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
I can do that.
Pull her up.
Yeah, I'll stop presenting.
So let me do this. I'm just gonna share my whole screen.
I think that's where, like for us with the MEL, I think what's beautiful is like the MEL can't stop people from cheating in the game itself, but it will stop people from cheating in the actual MEL. So we have like the whole system.
You only lend to the people that are a part of the MEL, right? Like they're actually a part of that, and they're in that ecosystem. You're lending to them to give them that,
right,
the cred, right? And so then it helps you move through that entire ecosystem, and you're never going to get rid of all the cheaters, right? But it helps get rid of most of them. So,
right, I agree.
I was going to show some pictures.
Look at that. That's how they do all their advertising, right? It's all in-game banners.
It's brilliant.
I'm not used to. I'm a controller player, so this is
No, it's all good, dude.
But just look, I mean, it's from a standpoint of how easy it is to get into the game, right? I mean, I typed in ev.io and I'm
Shit,
playing.
I feel like you were in the game before before it was even up on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
That's how fast it was.
I mean, and you know, you can log in. You don't have to be logged in. Like you can play directly. Yeah, you don't have to be logged in. You can just go to it, play for free without any barrier to entry, and then you know, as you play more, if it's a game you decide you really want to get into more and more, you can make a profile, start getting some skins, start earning the E token, and you know, from there, it's such an easy game to get into, and I think that's why it continues to be so successful. Because it's easy, it's simple. People don't it. The front-facing side basically makes it so you don't have to interact with the blockchain. You know, it's as easy as it gets.
There, I'll share my screen here. Oh, wrong one. Remove that one.
No, I believe in them. It is crazy how it's grown slow, but the dedicated community is just like has chugged. I think I joined when there was 7,000 members.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's 13,000 now, so it's almost doubled. Almost doubled. I feel like.
Well, so
it's just so close.
These are the ones that I got here, the new ones. Got a couple ARs in there, which is good. Everybody loves the ARs. I can't tell who's like legendary or what they're. Oh, nice. Got one legendary. So Song is a legendary. That's cool.
Speaking of Fractal, did you see that they are adding Polygon to their marketplace coming up?
Oh, really?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I was doing some research on it. So they're adding. I mean, when you think about it, you know, Polygon from a same type of thing with Sol. It's just low fees, quick transactions. It's one of the easier chains for gamers to interact with, I believe.
Didn't you say that Polygon made some deal with Disney too recently or something?
Yeah, so Polygon actually was one of the what did they call it? Their it was not their
something
progression
accelerator.
system. Oh yeah, their accelerated program. So
Yeah.
basically Disney went and handpicked 6 companies between AI, like augmented reality, metaverse, and you know, kind of blockchain technology, to really just promote them, give them some of the resources to develop, you know, cool things primarily for Disney. You know, I would assume we're going to see some sort of augmented reality, metaverse, Disney experience over the next couple of years. I think anyone in this space could see that as a huge possibility.
Yeah.
So I think what their investment was into Polygon Labs. So that was they're the creator of the whole scaling solution for the Ethereum chain. And it's interesting to see. One thing I didn't realize the creator the founder of Fractal was the co-founder of Twitch. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And
really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I also didn't know that their initial funding, like their biggest funding round, came from A16Z, which we were just looking at is there was some big news with Champions Ascension.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there it is. And so, you know, that was last year. So it's like, you know, I would assume with the kind of crypto winter stuff that took some sort of a back burner. But, you know, hopefully as we're seeing, you know, the crypto market starting to uptick, it finally, you know, market cap wise hit $1 trillion again. First time since the FTX collapse. Bitcoin's having the best month since October of 2021. So things are starting to trend back, I think, towards where some of these big names like a Netflix, a Disney, a Nike will start putting more resources back into the kind of Web3 blockchain applications.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, what else you got, man? That's exciting stuff, dude. I'm excited to get kind of dive into it and kind of, you know, use it myself, see how it works, kind of, just test it out.
We have, I have so much more I want to talk. It's good. It's good. This is good. I have a lot
Well,
to talk about
we
now,
should do
you know?
some weekly updates and kind of get where you're at on.
No, we
And
will.
we'll just chat Web3 and esports and games and
Mhm.
so, and then you can
That's-
update stuff and go from there.
Perfect.
Let's
Yes,
just do it right now. Tuesdays at 9:30.
Perfect.
you heard that, everybody. It'll never change. It'll be the
It'll
same
never
every time.
change.
Never.
Yeah, no. Except for next week, I can't do that one. Let's make it.
Forgibly wakeboarding next week.
Yeah.
Bro, it's cold here. I ain't wakeboarding in this. But ice bath is enough. I don't need a wakeboard in it.
Mhm. Yeah. Hell yeah. That was good. I'm happy I got to share that with everybody and get that out there. So
Cool, man. No, it's exciting stuff. I think a lot of people are gonna be interested to see what you guys got going on as we continue forward. So let's keep these running.
Sweet, man.
All right. Well, let's try to fade this bad boy out. Maybe. There you go. See you guys.